Welcome back everyone to another episode of Timberborn Update 6. I am Andrea Dev, and if you are new here and you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button and consider subscribing to the channel. It does help a lot. So without further ado, let's jump in and get things rolling. So in this video we are going to pick it up where we left. So we started the creation of our little barricade for blocking water, and actually trying to let it flow a little bit, forced more than anything else, to go through this water wheel. And it's coming along pretty nice. At the moment we have 300 of supply, which it's probably enough to run these two, the lumber mill and the gear workshop. I guess that before anything else I will pause the water wheel and place another shop in between. I think I'm gonna place another lumber mill for now. That's because we really need a lot of wood. In this episode we are going to start to actually expand a little bit forward. We are gonna go and place some platform in here because we want to reach the meta scrape. At the moment it's a little bit complicated because there is nothing just yet, but as soon as we're gonna be able to unlock it in here, we are going to get the scavenger flag. Obviously there is more to it, but we're just starting to plan a little bit ahead of time. Another thing is that we have a lot of green area in here, which is doing pretty much nothing, and we have too much blueberry for my taste. It's like too many blueberries, and blueberries just like not as good as other vegetables. So we're gonna slow down and just probably convert this area into farming land. There is a chance that I'm gonna place a farmland in here, but we need to start a little bit prepare the spacing because we want to actually get ready, because very soon we're gonna have to start and unlock all these the floodgates, and then there is the all the ramp in here, the overhang, that are gonna help us a lot. Obviously it's a little bit forward, there's a lot yet to do before actually arriving there, but we want to, you know, be prepared, plan ahead. And let's see what we are left to do. So our medium tank is quite close to finishing, like skiers, and let's start to select the water because otherwise it's gonna be complaining. The gear shop, is the gear shop working properly? I mean, like, they're not receiving any wood, but we do have a forester. Maybe I should place another lumberjack flag. Probably I should place a couple of it because well, we are starting to the point that we are reaching the rotation, so basically one grows and one get picked up, and I mean, like, not all of them are gonna be like that, but let's see. This one, yeah, some of these are like a very good point in their cycle. These are 6 days in, 5 days and whatnot. So in here we start again the second tranche of wood, and I'm planting at the moment a lot of wood because we do not have a lot of beavers, and our food situation is somewhat okay. It's just our log situation is like very poor at the moment, and most of it is because we built this little contraption in here which require a huge amount of water. It does require a lot of water to be, you know, to move, but let's see. This is going on. I hope that I didn't do like a mistake, a calculation mistake, because if I create these, I think I'm gonna have to have another levee as well in here, just to fill the gap in between the water wheel. I didn't want to place it in front of the of our little dam, but I guess otherwise it's not gonna block enough water, so that's that. It's good. I'm probably gonna now go and proceed by demolishing these. Yes, thank you. Let's mark everything to be picked up because we need it. Let's remove this pot, and let's see if we can place a new lumber mill, because I think that the gears we are okay. It's just that plank are gonna be needed more than anything else. it creates one plank per 1.3 hour with 50 HP, which means that every 2 hours we're gonna produce 2 plank, and per day we're gonna produce 48, 20 actually, because 40, sorry, because obviously we're not work the whole day, but just 20 hours. Let's get these low priority for now, and just make sure that the material required to produce this one are logs only, so that should be fine. What we really want is that we want gears. The gears are almost there, just one missing gears. That should be pretty straightforward. So we are producing enough science at the moment, I would say, but we need to, you know, get it a little bit down with science, and we want to make our beavers a little bit more comfortable. Usually what I do, I never unlock mini lodge unless I really need to. I just go straight away from the double lodge as soon as I can. And it's just a question of, you know, what's more proficient in terms of science point used. And for me, there is like this double lodge, it's very good as well, because it's almost, you know, it's not almost, but it's twice as much as beavers as we can currently have. And then there is this new triple lodge. I think it, I don't know, what am I saying? This has always been there. Yeah, I think that usually what I do is that I go for the triple lodge. It just because, as you can see, it occupies basically the amount of space that would occupy basically 4.5, so 9 in total. So it would be the same, but it's saving 2 space at the bottom in order to, like, you know, volume occupied by the house. So it's kind of like save you some space in general. Now, as I was saying, probably let's start by marking all of this for removal. We really want to get everything gathered and start to see, because this farmer in here can touch this part, and this farmer in here can touch the rest. So technically I could plant everything in this pot and everything should be fine. One thing that I think I need to add, I need to move a little bit these things around. So I need to just give this space out and place 3 platforms in here. The reason why I want to do that is because I'm going to be able to slap another warehouse in here without having any issue of space. So let's for example start by proving a point and just like deleting this. There we go. Now the warehouse that we are actually building is gonna be this medium warehouse, and it's gonna be quite annoying because I put the stairs there. Do the stairs have a lock in it? Yeah, they do. So let me think. I possibly can just place the stairs somewhere else, maybe like in here. I was planning ahead to make this like vertical. Whoa, they did build it very fast. Means that they do have a lot of material. But why is it not producing gears? That's one of the things that I'm wondering. Like it just need 1 gears, and this one don't have priority. Well, like has a work priority, but does it been received the material? That's interesting. Let's see. I'll give it a minute and see where we are. Okay, so to increase a little bit the production, I think I'm gonna need a holding post, and that's obviously come from the fact that material to reach buildings require like a lot, even like this sped up. And obviously we're gonna have some beavers which are like right now we have just 1 beavers which is unemployed, but very soon we're just gonna increase. I might just actually place some more housing and double down our housing situations. Should I start with the back? I think I'll start with the back houses in here, because I think that the left side of this mountain would be a perfect place for us to actually place the stairs to go up. So let's create a corridor in between, which is gonna serve for obviously this other side as well. And let's see, should I go 1 forward? So if I leave enough space, I could let beaver go up in here, which I'm actually gonna need because I want this land to start to be prepared for what I don't know just yet, but something is gonna come up for sure. And I'm gonna place another stairs in here and make sure that there is a path to the stairs and everything has a path. We have this little space in here which are like not used for anything just yet, so I was thinking maybe we can start with some small decoration. Maybe like I love putting like shrubs and benches, but there is new stuff like this hammock, and this lantern. I wonder if these are actually give only aesthetic. So the shrub, it's increase an aesthetic of one tile. So I'm gonna go unlock it and place one in here. And I place it in there because they constantly passing through here because they come to their house every day. So this should increase a little bit the well-being of our beavers. And let's see, this one increased the aesthetics. What about this one? Same for aesthetics. I think I'm gonna have a lantern. It would be cool because, you know, at night we can have some lights for our little friends. So let's go in here and get a lamp. I think I would like it this way. Yeah, like so. Maybe in here. Yeah, that sounds about right. So we're just gonna have them enjoying the light of the night. And yeah, so finally our medium tank is being produced and very soon is gonna be filled. Hopefully we still have some days, we are in cycle 3 and we still have enough water coming on. As you can see, it's actually improving a lot the production. We went up by about, I would say, 150 compared to where we were before, but we don't have log and anything yet. So for now I'm just gonna hold on for a minute because I don't want to overwork our fellow beavers just yet, because at the same time you're not even give them these poor beavers proper, you know, rest. We don't have much campfire, rooftop and mud bath and whatnot. So, you know, sometimes in life people don't need to be greedy and they need to just get things going slowly. One thing that I noticed that in here now it's all green, but our farm, so if I select this one and this one, they kind of like have this intersect point, which I probably gonna use as a template for where I want them to walk, in a way that we kind of like have an efficient path. Now, because we have this storage aligned with these houses as well, I will probably draw this road and get rid of the old one. So this one is just gonna go temporarily, obviously, but I think that it's gonna help us have just more farmland, and that's what we want to focus on right now, because we don't have just much yet. We cannot create big dam, we cannot create gigantic project just yet, but we can start with a small project. And I say small, but it is not really small. It's gonna help us heavily. What I would like to do is that I would like to have the double floodgate and the double platform unlocked, and that's because I think that I'm able to, let's see, unlock this. So I'm gonna be able to block a little bit of water in here, so from this point on, and this is gonna be probably everything that is gonna help us store. As you can see, it's gonna be quite a little bit of water coming back. It's gonna back it up till here, and it should arrive to the point that it doesn't go back anymore, because we have this first step which is going to be filled out, and obviously this one is coming vertically down. So I analyzed a little bit the map. I think that we don't have just bad water just yet coming, but we are gonna create a double, what is it called, sluice gate in here, which means that the good water is gonna flow on the right side and the bad water is gonna come in here. And the only problem that we currently have is this, obviously, this mine that we are gonna have to exploit somehow. So there is a high chance that we're gonna build a vertical floodgate, I would say a vertical bridge that goes all over across this and leave intact this area, but then close in here and flush out all the bad water on the other side. And at the same times, we might use that bad water with some water wheel to actually power some of the factory that we're gonna have around here. So we're gonna have probably some smelters and, you know, whatnot that is gonna be needed. You see, this smelter require 200 horsepower of electricity. So all of that need to happen, but everything at his own speed and his own pace. Another thing that we might do eventually is that, as you can see, I just increase a little bit this road because I would love to just put some levee in here and let the water flush in this pond. I will call it pond, but it's not really a pond, it's like a little hole in the ground, and then flush back out into the river. And that's because if we can hold a little bit of water in here, it's gonna improve like the greenery around. And we might later push an aqueduct this way and then back this way on the left, so we can get this area watered again. And as you can see, if you just have a couple of space of water, it does affect a huge amount around you. So that's probably a plan that for when we have enough wood. But as you can see in here, there's a lot of pine ready to go. Now the question is, should we have just more forester in here and then start to grab this wood? Because our food situation is like, it's okay, but it's not as fast as it could be. And we could already start accessing more wood. Like this one, it's like a long way ahead before we actually able to gather it. So I think I will proceed by placing some wood storage in here. How much is this is probably 1k there. Yeah, we are very far away from storing that much wood, but we can get this connected to the main path like so, and we can have a couple of lumberjack flag in here as well. And I would say 4 probably is just fine for now. Maybe, well, first thing first, I probably need to mark everything for, you know, for cutting. That's quite more than mandatory, I guess. I'm gonna select this because we will arrive on the other side as well. And what else? One thing that I learned, that is probably come from my game dev background, is that all of these parts that we are marking them, they're gonna be saved for save somewhere, and they just, like, when you have a lot of them, they get evaluated no matter what. So if you do not have tree on top of it, it's probably good to just like do this little trimming when you can, where it's easy to do, because it's just gonna be easier, and when you have a lot of things, it makes things faster, it processes them faster. But you know, this is just like probably it's not as much as useful as other tips that people can use in this beautiful game. In this Timberborn has been like a surprise, and the team is doing amazing stuff since the beginning. I've been following the development of the game for quite a while now, and I am surprised the way that they arrived. Like it's been amazing, and I'm enjoying every second of it. All right, without just like wasting more time in useless comment, I will place this down here, so they should be able to arrive a little bit in an easier way. I think that not all of these are reachable. Oh no, they are. Actually, they are. Very interesting. So now we have 10 place. What does that mean? We have 10 place means that we definitely need, this building isn't connected. Yes, I know that it's not connected because this is not done just yet. So let's give priority to this. The rest can wait somehow. And now that we have extra houses, we should be able to get it. What's happening with you, little fella? What is it? Beaver is injured. And what does he need? I think they need one of those health bed. Yeah, medical bed. I think that this is gonna be... Oh yeah, I don't have enough science point. Well, definitely gonna be able to fit in here, which is good. Alright, so with the drought approaching, we really want to get our water situation in check. And at the moment we do have everything that's needed, I think, to cover our 20 beavers. This water is well, filling as much as is empty. So obtain, supply, empty. So at the moment it's on accept, which should be good. We have wood being chopped in here. It's doing its own things. Do we have somebody in here? Where is this? Well, our little fella in here is just like holding the fort right now. So I might put this forester in pause for a second until everything is grown. And are we start gathering any type of wood? There is no worker in here, which should 100% make sense. We are building the large pile, which is good. I probably should start with saving the log in here. There we go. That's good. Now everything is selected. Let's see. Can we do now? Alright, so probably we should start to sort our situation for berries and whatnot. As I was saying, this area in here should be all fully covered. This little square in this area should be completely covered by our beavers. And what I want to do is that I really want to start to do some cleanup. And I'll start by just this road because, well, our beaver needs this road. And I start to mark all these trees for removal. Let's see, this is the right one. Can I select this in this fashion? Sure can. So this is done. Same for this. I don't think I need these two pieces, and that's probably just a couple of extra vegetable that we add to our inventory. It's good. Now slowly it's gonna be, everything is gonna be picked up and removed one at a time. We're gonna let them do their own work. These stairs in here is not needed just yet because in here we have it anyway. We got a lot of wheat. Now we probably should be able to get the grist mill as well. Yeah, our science is not doing good. Our science is not sciencing. Our inventors are not inventing because there is nobody to work there. That sounds like a problem. Sounds like we are lacking beavers. I'm looking forward to arrive to the part of the game where we are actually getting bots out of it. So that would be very fun. And with that, the drought started. We are in need of water. Our water situation is not much, but I think that 4 days we should be just fine. Let's see how much water we have in here. Yeah, this little dam will be able to hold a little bit of extra water for us. At the moment we just have 2 log pumper, 2 beavers that are working at the water pump, 2 beavers that are pumping their log if you want to. And yeah, some stuff in here dries very fast. It will be interesting to see if everything that's in here, once we place the water, you know what, actually I'm gonna start this project just by placing what I think is gonna be the outline of our colony little pond. So it's gonna be done like so, and it's gonna flow into this little pond in here. Should not be, I think that it's I need to stop it somehow so it's not gonna go flood everywhere. And then we are going to have so I say that two plays should be more than enough, so probably 4 in here for an aqueduct if we want to go let it go straight. But then if I build in that side, that's quite the decision that we're making here. Another one is probably placing some dam in here. Where is it? Placing some dam in here so it's withhold a little bit of extra water when we are in drought. Let's create, because this is definitely too far away from, well, everything at the moment. And let's get this road done like so. Create enough connection. I think this should be fine, I want to say. Yeah. Well, this one is being able to be built. Let's see if we create a road. I guess we will see later. Now, what can we do to help this? So this is gonna retain a little bit of extra water, and it should probably hold the bad water that comes from this side. And on the other hand, this is gonna be pushed water in here on this side, and we are going to start creating our little dam in here. What am I saying? levee holders if you want to, like so. And this is going to be a very big project for our production at the moment, because we are producing not a lot of wood just yet, but we will get there. So one line, is this gonna be enough? I don't think it's gonna be enough. I think we're gonna need a little bit more water. All right. So what I did is that I think that I'm gonna give just an extra row to mark things for deletion. Wait, is this one? Yeah. And I give just an extra row for just good practice. 2 row, it's gonna be a bigger body of water, and it should be probably better. It should. I don't know just yet. Now we could. This is gonna be complicated for the beaver to build up there, but we will need for sure some stairs. Because this is gonna be probably built from the top, hopefully. So I'm gonna rotate this just yet, and I add some extra levee in here, which probably are gonna be the mouth of our first canal that we're gonna produce. So beaver can have water wheel in here, which is so it's 2, and get some electricity power on the other side. Let's see what we can do to improve our current situation. I mean, like, I'm just gonna let them build. We don't have a lot of wood just yet because we don't have enough beavers, but 5 new beavers are on their ways, and we just have 10 vacancy. So probably a couple of more days we should arrive to a point where everything just start to fit in with all our beaver friends. These 3 are gonna survive. I hope they will. I hope they will survive because we need them. We need them to build our mega project, our dam, our little pool or little pond, whatever you want to call it. I hope I'm not doing any mistake in terms of flooding the entire area. That would be a shame, but will not be the first time. So let's see. In here they start building the double floodgate, which is great. So beavers can build from the front. So instead of placing some platforms, I'm just gonna place some stairs. Now, where do I want the stairs? I can have them from here. That should just help them build a little bit faster. There's these stairs, they're waiting for planks for forever. I don't think there is nobody at the plank, or there is no wood. Oh well, at the moment there is plenty of log, but no electricity, which is fine. We are just 2.5 days away from our dam. Water level are, well, okay for now. We are content with it. We don't want to push it too much. This little contraption is doing very good. I'm very happy that it's actually producing this much. I don't know how this demand is calculated, because I clicked on it, it was 50, now it's 220, so I don't know just yet. We will find out eventually. So this forester is imposed at the moment, and nobody is actually there because clearly we are people waiting. So you can be paused for a second and maybe be allocated somewhere more useful. Let's see, our builder our hauler are hauling, I guess I want to say. How many there is though? There is just 3. It's fine. It's more than we are bargaining for just yet. We have exactly 27 bed at the moment, and we have 9 bed free. How is that possible? So if we have 27 kids and 27 bed are that's pretty possible, because 27 are not occupied beds, and there is still 9 free. So we could grow our colony of 5 more once the kids are growing, and we will try and get more beaver. I think I'm gonna double down the number of house because food wise we are still okay. Water is a little bit tight, but as soon as the drought end, I will just change this log. I'm actually gonna do supply. I'm gonna start to empty this water, so once the drought ended, we are gonna go and just get them. Should I stop these beavers from planting? I don't know, because I don't know if the tree dies and then it gets removed. Yes, it does. Perfect. We are happy with that. We can pause these in just in during the drought, because really do not have power to do the things that they need to do. And yeah, let's see, like give it a little bit of a half a day of production. Let's see where our little dam is gonna be. Hopefully it's gonna be done in time for us to actually, they're not gonna be able to reach this side, isn't it? It's fine. Let's start with this part and then we're gonna go and try and take care of this. I hope I calculated right where the water falls. I think it is. I did, but we will see. I'll give it a little bit of time and we will see where we are with that. And just like that, we enter cycle 4 and our drought ended. We are still very, very much in a great position water wise and whatnot. Let's start by marking these 2 resources for deleting them, push, and let's place a water, what am I doing, storage, and place a large water tank in here, medium water tank. Large, that would be great, but 600 we cannot really spare them. We have 6 unemployed beaver and 8 on the way, so we should be able to cover pretty much everything. Food wise, we are in okay. I might as well just double the carrot production, because we are not producing any. Are we producing this sunflower seed? We are. Are they finishing them at all? This building isn't connected to any district. Oh wow, this was a mistake. Very easy mistake, but I think I'm gonna connect them from the back as well, because we might just use this space for something else. Now our storage should be able to. I selected this to be bred, but we got a tons of carrots that they're just sitting there. So for now, for the time being, I'm gonna just double down on carrots. I would love to have a whole column of carrots rather than sunflowers. So I might just switch these to be sunflowers. What is it? It's dandelion. I always have to do the looking for, because I cannot recognize the icon. So, and this one we're gonna mark it to empty, and we are gonna mark it to empty until it's done, and then move everything to be carrots. We have a tons of berries as well. This area now has been cleared up, so we are gonna remove this, freeing already a worker and cleaning up what's left over. Now, what are we gonna plant in here? I mean, the choice is always between these 4. Now, we could plant 4 like we did in here, alternate crop and give enough space for everything, so we kind of have a balanced, I quote, balanced amount everywhere. But I'm not 100% sure just yet. I think that let's push this a little bit on priority and mark this with the path, so beavers can actually construct here and go in here. I was thinking that because this place in here, it's on top of a water, and we cannot do anything until we have dirt or dynamite explosive to kind of mine and go further. We could probably place platform in here and have this part to be using the water aqua farm, or whatever it's called. What is it? Yeah, the aquatic farmhouse. This one will be probably something. One thing that we need to sort out before everything else is the injuries. So I have a lot of beaver that they're just injuring themselves, and I really need something for them to heal themselves. And there was a negative in here. I think that right now it's just going slowly up, but again, we will take these one are all marked as in unreachable, because we don't have plank, because these beaver in here have been paused. But it's time to restart generating planks, gears and whatnot. Now we have 8 beaver coming and 6 unemployed, which means that we are kind of alright so far. We have 6 vacancy, but because 8 beaver are coming, they're gonna be soon grow up, we're gonna be able to employ them somehow I can see that in here we are slowly growing our pile. Not yet our wood situation, it's slowly growing, but we're still not there just yet. Our little dam and pond, or whatever is the most appropriate term for this, it's slowly going up. I wonder, this is the log gatherer. All of these are not reaching this area in here, so they're gonna always chop this part. I wonder if I just have to move them like in here. Well, none of them has a worker at the moment except for this one, so I will be deleting this. No, a little bit of waste of resources because we've got somebody going there and building it, but it's for the best. Let's rotate this. Let's see, is this able to pick anything? Not everything. So if I place it in here, or if I place it in here, there we go. This is our sweet spot, I think. It's just in the middle of it. And on top of that, we might as well build like a connection. Well, it's probably gonna be like so. This dam, as you can see, is being built, so it's holding a little bit of extra water, and it's I don't want to say containing because it's incorrect. It's not containing anything at the moment, but it's getting a little bit away with our bad water situations. Now, are we gonna be able to build everything in time? I don't know for the next cycle. What I know is that some of these are too far away just yet, because this has not been built, which is okay. And it's okay because we don't have a path just yet in here, so we're gonna have to have a little bit of a path everywhere. Well, I mean, like, I'll sort this out once it's done, but once this is finished we should be able to create everything. I close this just for now because I don't really want to have a water leak just yet. I want everything to be flowing out. I think, let me see, if I look at other water source, so if they come from here and they have a corner, they just go down straight away. So my assumption is that this water source, once it's gonna be boxed out, it should just fill up till here and then flow down again, hopefully, finger crossed. This one really need to be builded, and these likewise need to be builded as well. So I'm gonna mark just these preventively for low priority, because I don't want the river to be stopped unless everything else is finished. So probably these are gonna be the last one to be builded. Obviously these, I don't know yet how we're gonna build them if we don't build these, but one thing at a time. We're gonna sort everything out. Now, for what this is not concerning too much of the production, on this side we are not too much concerned because this is not populated land just yet, and our beaver is doing his work. We have just 2 vacancy, and we see that we earn at least 1 beaver in the previous, like, so a couple of beaver grew up, yeah. So it's like Himozash and Renjay. They just grew up. These names are very hard to pronounce for me, but they grew up, and now we have just 2 vacancy. I would love to start this forester again and this lumberjack flag. I prefer to have vacancy and then have beavers that are actually doing things. So this one has nobody, so let's put this lumberjack. What is it? He's doing the job. So how far can this go? Does it reach? Okay, so it's barely reaching the corner of the map. But instead, if I click this doesn't reach down here. Interesting. This is gonna be something that I need to decide, unless I want to have 2 different, because I was planning on posing one. And same for this little one. This little friend of us is not doing anything, just sitting on his ass at the moment, doing nothing. So should I just remove everything and repurpose this piece of land because it's green and it's near the water? It has bad water on the side, but it doesn't seem to be affected, at least not as much as this side, which I think it requires some amount square meter of water to be actually affected, because as you can see, once it kind of like dissolve with normal water, it just does not give any type of problem anymore. So we are gonna have to go and investigate that quite soon. I'm very happy that I can start to see that our log pile is start to grow up. We have some warehouses filling with, you know, plank and gears, which mean that very soon we are gonna need more storage to store all the things that we need. So why this is not being, so we do have gears at the moment, and we do have plank. I mean, like, they gonna need plank first, isn't it? This is why it's not being builded. What are they building? Are they putting all the plank into this? No, this is required just the log. The stairs are requiring plank though. Are they building? Ah, okay, I see what it is. They are starting their our little double floodgate dam, which makes sense, and it does give us a little bit of leeway for how much water we can hold during the next drought. So I think I'm gonna leave it like that. And just like that, our dam is finished, and it's been quite a few cycles. We are having another drought approaching. I'll put in pause very quick. I'll just gonna have to check everything. So I let it a little bit run because I needed to actually get a little bit of extra beaver and whatnot. I forgot to set this for water. Let's mark it as prioritized by hauler because drought is coming. It's coming for us, and we absolutely need to get something and do something about it. We have 3 beaver unemployed, which is great news because we can actually start and get some extra builded. So let's see if we can mark this as priority to be removed. This needs to go very quick because now it's our chance. We have a drought and we can actually create a couple of these beautiful construction. Because this is gonna be water, I'm actually gonna place a staircase in here, and we should be able to, well, I say we should be able to, but I don't think we are able to build anything just yet. Is this still too far? It is too far. Should I just do the things and the stuff like so? Is this, here it goes. Let's start and prioritize this very quick. And should I get a dam in here? So it's kind of like gonna flood till the top because this is like part of this dam. I think I will for one reason, because if I place a dam in here, I can walk on top of the dam and reach this part, this build. And once this, I'm gonna prioritize this, I think, because actually instead of trying to block everything, I'm gonna try and build everything during the dam. So that should be somewhat. Oh, this poor beaver is exhausted. There is no sleep. Why there is no sleep? Do they have housing? What is going on? Is it too much work? Let's just slow down a little bit the rhythm. Let's just get these poor beavers a break. We have quite a lot of signs as well, so I think that first thing first, I need this medical bed, which are curing the injuries. I was thinking that the teeth grindstone was actually feeling some injuries, but it's not. So what we really want is that we want to fix this, give our beavers like a break in terms of injuries. And let's start and get this up because, you know, we don't want beavers injured. That would be atrocious. That would be completely bad. We don't want that. Also, I realized that we are now having a lot of water coming in, and we should probably increase our stock of gears and plank because this is not a lot. This is definitely not a lot. And let me see, are we able to place gears and, well, gears yes, but not plank in this storage. So first thing first, carrot. So this we marked it because we wanted to double down on our carrot supplies because we have a lot of carrots around and we have a tons of wheat, which we are not doing nothing with it at the moment. So should we unlock the grist mill as well? Does it require power? It does require power. I think that we are gonna hold down on for a second, or we may start to use this area and place some water wheel in here just to kind of like exploit a little bit the terrain and have some beavers using it for electricity. And I feel like I can place a lot of water wheel in here and just have this little corner in here for walking. And I'm not gonna be able to place wheel in here. I need to think this properly, because we now have a lot of wheat store and we are not doing anything with it. How much space is a grist mill? I think that it's gonna require like, yeah, it's like a long building, and it's on the wrong side as well. What if, and this is just a supposition, I remove this lumber mill, or I place 6 more platform in here and I place the lumber mill in here and I move all these storage somewhere else. Yes, I'll do like this, because the storage can be built everywhere, to be fair. I'm not really worried about. But at the moment, our power energy source is just in here. There's nothing else that we could do about it. There is no changes that we can do for make it work in a proper way. So let me see if I can get a couple of storage as close as it gets. Where could it be close? So we need to farm this land as well. Actually, you know what? All of these, which sounds like now not ideal, but all of these could be moved like in here. And this is because all of this storage, it's actually gonna go through various houses, so they can come out, go feed themselves, and then go to work. And all of this can be reclaimed for farming, because look how much space do we have that it's now farming, and we are able to farm it, right? Whether the storage is not something that we actually are currently using at all. I mean, like, we're using it obviously, but not in this specific way. Let me think for a second. Alright, so I've been pondering about it, and I don't want to make too much time pass because the drought is approaching. So I'm happy that we filled now all this water. I was thinking that we could go one level higher and actually start to fill up these. How? I don't know just yet, because we really need this loose and start to create some directional things. So we need like 600 science, which we don't have at the moment. Or another option would be actually let the beavers go and walk the river and block this area in here, so we can quite flood this area somehow. Well, not flood, but floodgate, add some floodgates in here, and you know, take advantage of a little bit all that extra water. It's gonna come in handy because this next drought that's approaching is gonna be quite big relatively compared to whatever we experienced so far. But yeah, we are at a very great pace. I am very happy with everything that we built. We now have increased our station. Let me see if am I able to prioritize this? I would love to prioritize this so we can start to create some, I mean, like, the drought is gonna come and all of this is gonna be stale. So probably I should prioritize the storage for gears and whatnot, which there is a high chance that I'm gonna be able to fit one in here, just in here. But maybe we're gonna have a mud bath, so I will leave this right now in here, so as back as I can. And I will say that this is gonna be for gears. Perfect. And then I'm gonna have to create another pile of actually, you know what? That's wrong. Let me delete this. I'm gonna need a pile of wood, which is take more space, and now I can add a normal storage, which is just enough for us to have space. So this is gonna be marked for plank for the moment, and this is gonna be for gear. Yeah, that sounds much better. We are gonna go, we have a lot of wood that we can expand right now. We have 200 and some and spare, which probably are, most of it are going to from these, which I think, you know what, we should probably start and replant. But let's finish our little project. We are in a drought, which is perfect because it's gonna allow us some time to actually go through it and be able to go straight away, like so. Well, I'm saying straight away, but it's not really straight, not even close to it. I'm just gonna leave one space because I think I want some stairs there, and I'll just take advantage of this drought to actually finish this part of here. Hopefully it's gonna be, is this able to, I didn't mark it as priority. Well, that's wise. This is the last bits that's prioritized. After that, they're gonna be able to produce everything. It's a little bit annoying because, well, not annoying, but it's normal. It's like how the game works. Like, we are gonna go and wait once at a time and going forward, rather than just do all in parallel. So our drought started. So far so good. We don't see yet an impact. Very soon we will, because water is gonna start, is gonna stop flowing from here. Whoop, I got a little bit of lag. Water is gonna stop flowing from here, and it's gonna be contained. So we're gonna have our first reserve of water in this side, and then we're gonna have our second reserve. So this is gonna be good in case we are ending up without too much water. As I was saying, this storage, we might need to move it, and we are just gonna move this lane straight and leave all for purpose for farming. I'm not sure yet. That's a massive amount of work that needs to be done. We need to reconstruct the storage first, and then start to move everything before actually deleting things, because we don't want to end up with too much or not enough storage at this point. We are building these two. They are slowly getting builded. You know what we can add? Finally, a building post, a builder's hut. We did unlock, so let me see if there is anything that has priority at this point. I think that the grist mill probably would be first, because we have a tons of wheat but not enough flour, which then gonna be, so what's happening in here? If I get the wheat flour, will I need a baker? I do need a baker, because with flour and whatnot, I'm gonna be able to create. So this grist mill does nothing without this. So that's that. So I need 240, 340 in order, 340 signs for us to proceed with food. So that's gonna be quite annoying. Well, not annoying, but it's gonna require us a little bit of time. We got 5 unemployed beaver. You know what? I think it's time for us to get some more signs down at this point. Let's see if we can employ an extra, and maybe I'm just gonna have this builder hut in here. Builder are always needed. We have 100 signs, and because we are very far away from the other one, we're just gonna waive our right to have bread and whatnot, and go on and start to have everything else. This drought's passing relatively fast. This is okay that there is nobody. I'm not gonna pause them because we still have some unemployed beaver. Yeah, what are we gonna do with this area? That's the real deal, the real question. Well, I guess that once this area is done, we could focus on the entrance, because after that, the things is we're gonna have to create an aqueduct. And I suspect that I'm gonna just do a straight L shape. As you can see, this road is builded, and I'm gonna build straight away nearby it. And this side is gonna be like wood or farmland. I'll decide once we arrive there, because we still have quite a few wood that we are going through. Luckily, this was a great wood reserve for us. It actually helped us ramping up our wood production, but we definitely need to place a forester at some point, because this wood need to be replanted like sooner than later. Actually, how much where a good forester would be placed, like in the middle of it, like so. Probably be able to have it in here. No, I want it, yeah. Let me extend this lane, which was like the initial lane, and believe it or not, I'm just gonna have like a forester in here. This should help me cover, let me see, is it covering all the area that I want? I think it is. I think this is like the sweet spot. Let me see if I can just recover that end lane. Yeah, I think this is it. This is the first forester, because I think if this is gonna be all forest, because it's gonna be all green, we might have to just extend everything and have a second forester in here. So let's place, this is quite far away. I know. But at the moment, the only thing that I can do is that just do a closer lane somehow. Is it improved? It didn't improve at all whatsoever. Good stuff. But this allow me to have, oh, this area is gonna be a dead area, isn't it? Because I could have more pine in here, and well, because it's gonna be, now there's gonna have an aqueduct on this side, so this area is gonna be green, hopefully, but I'm gonna have a dead area in the middle. So let me first thing first remove this pot. Bush, done, au revoir, a bientôt. And now place more pine in here. I don't know what's the maximum that we can reach, but we will see. We're just planning ahead of time. So water level, this is still alright. Should we let some water get in, just like a little bit? Is this not enough? Is this too much? Is this gonna get out? I don't want the water to actually get out of the reservoir. I want just the level to increase a little bit. And worst case scenario, I'm just gonna bring it back to 160, which was the default one. It sounds like he's doing his things. It's slowly growing, and 130 was the sweet spot for now. As soon as if I see any type of water coming out of this side, I'm just gonna stop it. And yeah, we are arriving to a great point. This dam is almost done. And what do we want? We want a live in here and a pot. Nope, the stairs. That's not what I want. Yeah, that's what I want. Now, with that done, with that completed, we are going to be able to... Well, this need to have priority over everything else. This forester is taking his time, but we haven't planted anything just yet. Because we have pine and chestnut in here, we are probably going to use this area for the other two type of tree that we haven't planted at all. So the chestnut, the maple and the oak, which are the one that takes probably the most. And we are gonna use some of these for creating like the maple syrup and the chestnut. And you know, because in here we are harvesting pretty much everything, which actually lead me to my next point. Is it probably worth for me to keep planting in here? Because we have this some empty green area, which are, you know, are going to be great for planting. Also, I might just have a dam, a second dam in here, and well, leave this in here just in case, but remove this and have it so we can hold more water, and this should be kind of like greener than it is, because at the moment it's like pretty pale. So we did it. We create our first little bits of our whatever aqueduct systems, whatever we want to call it. I think that are they going to be able to produce, like, create these first, like these? Let me see the priority. So if I mark this as a priority, and this is going to be the first one, are they gonna continue producing these? Because if I produce these two first, how is it gonna be later? Is it gonna... I think I need to create a stairs in here, and this is why I create the path in this fashion. So I'm happy that they are kind of like bushing down all the materials in here. We are almost at the end of the drought, so I'm just gonna mark these as a low priority, because I'm not gonna be able to build the blockage entirely before the drought ended. It's not happening. But now that we have this open and up, we can create a path and be able to build everything, I would say in parallel, but not really. So let me get this. No, actually this, I put it same as everything else. Whatever is gonna be filled is gonna be filled. So that's it. Okay, so we almost there. We are gonna see the fruit of our little dam, hopefully very soon. And one thing is, if I want eventually, I just have to close it up in here and place a second layer, and I'm gonna have at least 3 cube of water, whatever we want to call it. That should do it. That should do it for now. Yeah. Our log situation here, it's kind of like improving. We went from 80 to 283, and I suspect it's because of these getting chopped down. This forester is not being prioritized, despite we have... Let me just get it prioritized properly, because we have plank and we definitely have other materials. So we have gears, and oh, this is done. So let me just empty this as well. Perfect. This has been now marked to be emptied, and we are gonna place later on our food production in here. So we're gonna have the grist mill that is gonna be able to probably produce a little bit more of wheat. We're gonna produce one because it's one every half hour, and then this is gonna be like with one, and this is gonna take just like 1 and 0.1 log per hour, and it's gonna create 5 bread. Yeah, that should do. There should be probably 1 bakery and 1 grist mill is gonna be enough for us to do everything. Yeah, everything is marked now for deletion, so this one can be deleted already. Same for this one, because we now have the big storage, and let's get this recovered. So as soon as we have enough science, oh wait, 1 second, we actually do enough science. Should we go and unlock these two? Starting, oh, what is happening? What is going on? Why everything is flooding? I know why. 160. This should be a little bit higher, tad bit higher, isn't it? It was like 165. Yep, that was it the last time. Is it too much water? Or was probably the first wave of the dam getting emptied? But we did manage to. It's still flooding. I don't know what's going on in here. I think that eventually it's gonna regulate, hopefully. Is it not? It is not. Oh my lord, what did I do? Should I just murder one of these flood? Or is this probably? This is not pushing enough water out. Is it this? It comes in waves. I think that it's because it comes from here and from here after the drought. Not big of a deal. It's kind of okay for now, but yeah, not ideal as well. This side is slowly getting built. Obviously, they're gonna build first this part, and yeah, we're gonna have some trouble at some point because this side in here is not gonna be able to be closed until this is closed. So yeah, that's that. I mean, like I could stop the building these and just have a stairs that goes in here and we start to produce that. But honestly, even if this side get flooded on this area, I don't care just yet. It's fine by me for now. So it's a risk that we are ready to take. Wood production is ramping up. The forester is in here, but it doesn't know what it's building just yet. So I will say let's start by planting some pine, because it was pine in here, and we are gonna go like pine everywhere, even when it's not allowed just yet. Well, we should probably make space already for steps for the dam, I guess. Let me just mark these for remove. Well, let's straight away remove them, and I will leave the rest in here for chestnut and whatnot. Hopefully that's gonna be enough, because if I place this dam this way and then corner this out, we're gonna have this part in here, and these that's all gonna be accessible and ready to be planted. We might not leave the pine in here. We're probably gonna have something else, something different. And obviously we need to reach on the other side, because at the moment we are not reaching. Oh, actually, did I make a mistake? Because if we're gonna reach on the other side, we are gonna use some of this space, which is fine probably because this is non-plantable somewhat. So that's that. So we did great stuff. We did everything that we were supposed to do. This builder is taking forever to build, but again, we are happy because we prioritize other buildings. Let's go and unlock the grist mill for now, and let's see, do we have enough to unlock the bakery? We surely do have enough to unlock the bakery. So let's place a grist mill, which obviously has the entrance on the wrong side. Darn it. So I'm gonna place it like this, and I'm gonna have a platform, because otherwise there's no way for us to actually reach it, like so. And we're gonna mark it for, can I mark what's the recipe inside? Not yet. Oh, here it goes. Yeah, wheat flour. Perfect. So once it's gonna be finished and done, it's gonna be ready to be used for changing all of our wheat, which is on the other side. Yeah, all of our wheat into beautiful wheat flour, which is gonna go, if I quickly and promptly remove this part in here, it's gonna go on this side where we are going to have a bakery. 1 or 2 probably, more likely. because we have a lot of beaver that are, well, there is vacancy now, so I'm just gonna keep it low for the moment. But this is gonna produce bread as soon as it can, so we can start, you know, get rid of the extra wheat, which, like, we have a tons of wheat is just sitting there because the storage is full and is not being used at all whatsoever. So things are coming along pretty good. Everything it's coming up. I would love to see this dam finished before the end of the episode. That would be great. But I think we are at a position. I think I need to prioritize this. Yeah, I'm gonna prioritize it because otherwise it's gonna just come and tell us that other things are just getting built there ahead of time before this, like these yeah, as you can see, the grist mill in here is already received most of the stuff, so I'm gonna just lower the priority. Same for this bakery down here, I'm gonna just lower the priority because these are just the next in line, so I'm happy to just get it out. Let's get this berry recovered, and we get all of this part in here that need to be taken care of. And of course, if we want to create our first huge reservoir of water, we might as well get these sorted out and all dammed and all recovered. So there is a lot to do. There is very much a lot of things that need to be done. The forestry start his work in here, which we are gonna go slow, but all of this wood is probably gonna go into the mega project that we're gonna create in here. So that's have to happen. So I'll let it run. I'll let it try and go and finish everything, and I'll be right back with you all once it's done. And just like that, our little oasis, it's finished. We did a wonderful job. I was worried for a second that this part would have been too dry, but apparently it's not. This is enough water to irrigate all around. And we already started to reclaim some of this dry land, which is perfect because I probably can start and remove these and place them back nearby the forester, and start to add some more wood. I guess this is gonna be oak. We are gonna start to planting some, or maple or oak. I haven't decided just yet. I think that the oak is gonna go in here and the maple is gonna be in here. And all of this corner is going to be all Tupper Shack production. So basically everything that comes out of pine, raisin and chestnut and whatnot is going to be all gathered and stored on this side of the mountain. I guess. I don't know just yet. We will see. We will arrive to the point that we know exactly what we're doing because we have a better vision, a larger, you know, like a more plan. There is way more things to do in Timberborn Update 6, but that's gonna be a wrap for today's episode. Well, thanks for joining me on our journey of colonizing with our friends beaver in Timberborn. I hope you had as much fun watching as I had playing. Be sure to subscribe for more episodes and do drop a comment below letting me know what you'd like to see next. Thanks for watching. Bye!